So John, when John started playing clubs in Chicago in the early 60s, he said he figured out pretty quickly that he needed a really good opening song for his shows, and so he wrote this song with that in mind. And I think he really hit the bullseye because we probably opened almost every show I played with him in those 24 years. I would say 99 out of 100 we opened with this song right here. So it was good advice back then, and it's still good advice today. And it's a good reason to come to a place like this. This one's called Blow Up Your TV. She was a level-headed dancer on the road to alcohol, and I was just a soldier on my way to Montreal. Well, she pressed her chest against me about the time the jukebox broke, and she gave me a peck on the back of the neck, and these are the words she spoke: blow up your TV, throw away your paper, go to the country, build you a home, plant a little garden, eat a lot of peaches, try to find Jesus on your own. Well, I sat there at the table and acted real naive, for I knew that topless lady had something up her sleeve. Well, she danced around the bar and she did the hoochie coo. Yeah, she sang her song all night long, telling me what to do. Blow up your TV, throw away your paper, go to the country, build you a home, plant a little garden, eat a lot of peaches, try to find Jesus on your own. Well, I was young and hungry, about to leave that place, and just as I was leaving, well, she looked me in the face. I said, you must know the answer. She said, no, but I'll give it a try. And to this very day we've been living our way, and here is the reason why. We blew up her TV, threw away her paper, went to the country, built us a home, had a lot of children, fed them on peaches, and they all found Jesus on their own. Blow up the TV.
Fantastic.
When did you meet John? Keith, what year? Do you remember?
I guess it was 1971. That's when he first came to New York. And Christopherson, who I'd known for all of maybe a few months by that time, it kind of introduced me to him. He did introduce us. But anyway, Chris was doing a show at the bitter end, 3 nights, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And Friday and Saturday, he was really hot as a firecracker in those days, so those shows were just totally sold out. And then the Sunday show, there's some place, I went to that one because some musicians and people could go to that. And he's about 3/4 through his show, and he says, I want to bring up a friend of mine to play all some songs. He's from Chicago. His name is John Prine, or something to that effect. And John Prine got up and played Sam Stone, Hello in There, and Donald and Lydia. And I said to myself, I quit. Because he sounded exactly like I wanted to sound. He was writing like I wish I was writing. Everything about him, man, just clicked with us, clicked with me and his music. And I met him that night. But a few months later, I really met him, because we was at another place in New York, this place called the Kettle of Fish. And John saw me from across the room, and I saw him about the same time. We started walking over to each other. It seemed like from that time, that moment, that's when we became friends, and we stayed friends till he left us. But what a friend to have, huh?
Yeah.
Pretty good, yeah.
He's a good man.
Is it my turn?
It is.
Oh, man.
Is it? Yeah. Yeah, we just
Don't get me talking, I'll never quit. Please play a song, Keith. All right, I'm going to play a song that we wrote together. And I will tell you a quick story about it, because the record came out and it did real well. It won the Grammy that year for the best folk album. And about a year or so later, this guy sent me, it wasn't, reels hadn't been invented yet, or there was no TikTok or anything like that. This guy just sent me a video of this song, of John singing this song. And it didn't stop and do anything. It just kept playing. The next song was John singing it again. And then he did probably one other version. I thought, well, that's really cool. And then somebody else sang it for the next 5 or 10 times. And it went on about 30 times. So this little girl was in her kitchen with her daddy holding the phone to get her to sing this song. And I thought, I should learn this song too, you know. So I did. I hope I've learned it. And I'm so glad you're here playing. This cat right here is such an inspiring human being.
right back at you, Keith.
You and me, sitting in the back of my memory, like a honeybee, buzzing around a glass of sweet Chablis. The radio's on, the windows rolled up and my mind's rolled down. Headlights shining like silver moons rolling on the ground. We made love every way love can be made. We made time feel like time would never fade. Friday night, we both made the guitar hum. Saturday made Sunday feel like it would never come. It's gonna be a long Monday, sitting all alone on a mountain by a river that has no end. It's gonna be a long Monday, stuck like the tick of a clock that's come unwound again. Soul to soul, heart to heart, cheek to cheek. Come on, baby, give me a kiss that'll last all week. The thought of you leaving again brings me down. The promise of your sweet love brings me around. It's gonna be a long Monday, sitting all alone on a mountain by a river that has no end. It's gonna be a long Monday, stuck like the tick of a clock that's come unwound again. That's come unwound again. This song had been out for a long time, for a while anyway. And when we started writing it, we had 2 lines, and that's just these 2 lines. And I must have gone for at least an hour, and I hadn't contributed anything. And I finally looked at John and said, John, I can't think of anything that follows these lines. So he looked at me and said, well, how about you and me sitting in the back of my memory? And I said, yes. Yes, thank you, Lord. Thank you, John. Now we got something going, and we wrote this song, and it was great, and I love this song. But then he did this live album. After this, the real record came out, he did a live album, and the song was on it. And at the end of it, he sang those two verses that we didn't use in the song. And since he did, so shall I. 7 deadly sins, swimming in the bottom of the deep blue sea. Objects in the mirror may appear nearer than they seem to.